All right, so picture this. Saturday morning, sun blazing, not a cloud anywhere. That smell of fresh-cut grass in the air. I'm out front of my house giving my RV. Yeah, the Wanderer, a good polish. This thing isn't just an RV, it's my whole dream on wheels. The one I saved for years. My escape pod from the grind. The thing that kept me going when life felt like nothing but code, bills, and tiny apartments. I was feeling pretty damn good, planning my first solo mountain trip, music on, cold drink waiting for me. Life was sweet. Then, out of nowhere, I sense a shadow. Look up and there she is, Clara, from across the street, standing like a vulture in a pastel tracksuit, her mouth pursed up like she just stepped in something foul. I'd barely spoken to her before, just that neighborly nod over the mailbox. But now, she's glaring, arms crossed, tapping her foot, eyes boring into me. I pull out my earbuds, still trying to be friendly. Morning, I say. She doesn't bother with small talk. Instead, she starts right in about my kind and how my RV doesn't belong in her neighborhood, about the element I attract. I'm floored, barely believing what I'm hearing. I keep my cool. Tell her my RV's on my property, in the right spot. I checked the HOA rules before I even bought the house. She scoffs. Rules don't matter to people like you. She warns me I have till the end of the day to get rid of it, or she'll take matters into her own hands. Then she spins away, leaving me with my rag in hand. Classic rock suddenly drowned out by the ringing in my ears. I'm thinking, okay, that's a threat, but maybe it'll blow over. Man, I had no idea. Rest of the weekend, I can feel her eyes on me. Every time I peek outside, there's Clara, gardening, which means staring daggers at me. I try to ignore it, finish my errands, call up my buddy Leo. He laughs, says I've attracted a super Karen, and to just starve her of attention. You know what I mean? Sounds easy, but something in my gut says this isn't over. See, that RV, it's not just a toy. I grew up in a cramped apartment with my mom and sisters, dreaming of wide, open places, of the road. While my friends blew their paychecks, I put every extra dollar into my freedom fund. 7 years I saved, lived lean, skipped out on a lot of fun. That RV was the first real promise I ever kept to myself. And now here comes Clara, threatening to take it away over some HOA fantasy. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, nothing. She gives me the cold shoulder at the mailbox, and I start to relax. Maybe she got it out of her system. Wednesday night. I'm packing my gear, stocking up the fridge, picturing myself by a lake with a fishing rod, peaceful as can be. I look out one last time before bed. The Wanderer is sitting right there, gleaming under the porch light. All good, right? Next morning, Thursday, I stumble into the kitchen, coffee brewing, glance out at the driveway, gone. My RV's just gone. There's an oil spot where it used to be and nothing else. I'm standing there in my pajamas, half expecting to wake up from a nightmare. But this is real. I run out, check the street, check my phone for notes, warnings, anything. Nothing. Panic is a living thing clawing up my spine. And then her voice echoes in my head. I will take matters into my own hands. But even Clara couldn't be that bold, right? That's Grand Theft Auto. Then I remember, security cameras. I race to my office, pull up the footage, and there it is, 2:17 a.m., a black tow truck, no markings, backs up smooth as you please. Driver in a hoodie, masked, hooks up my RV with surgical precision. And standing on the sidewalk, arms folded, watching it all, Clara, my neighbor, supervising the theft of my dream. I saved the video in 3 places, hands shaking. Now it's war. My phone buzzes, unknown number. I know it's her before I pick up. Voice all distorted, but the smugness cuts through. She tells me my RV's been relocated for the good of the neighborhood, but, for a fee, maybe I could get it back for my trip. 10 grand, cash. I nearly laugh at the audacity, but keep her talking, recording the call. It's extortion, plain and simple. I play along. Okay, I'll get the money, just don't hurt my RV. She gives me a drop-off time and place and hangs up. This is no longer just neighborly beef, it's criminal. I call the police, give them the footage, the recording, everything. They take it seriously, send out Bobby and Chun, real pros. They see what's up, tell me to play along if she calls again, and set the trap. Sure enough, she calls with instructions. Drop the cash in a garbage can, public place, very cloak and dagger. Cops are everywhere, staked out, ready to pounce. The guy who picks up the package is caught red-handed. Turns out to be an ex-con named Jimmy the Hook. But he's just muscle, won't talk, and claims he doesn't know Clara. Still, they've got enough to put the squeeze on her. The police confront her at home, but she's got another story, claims I gifted her the RV as collateral for a loan. Total nonsense. But she's got no paperwork, no proof. Bobby and Chun aren't buying it. I produce all the documents, bill of sale, title, insurance, registration. It's airtight. They threaten her with a warrant. She finally coughs up the storage lot address. I go with Chun to get my RV. Looks okay from the outside, but inside, it's trashed. Food everywhere, stuff broken, like someone tried to erase me out of my own space. I take pictures, document everything. That night, I scrub till my hands hurt, fueled by rage. This isn't over. Days pass, Cold War vibes in the neighborhood. Clara struts around, but you can see the cracks. Then, out of nowhere, I get swatted. Police bust in at midnight, guns drawn, looking for a hostage situation. I know instantly this is Clara, using her important people to try to destroy me. The cops realize the setup pretty quick, but my house is wrecked, my nerves are shot. Now it's not just about revenge. I want justice, and I want to make sure she can never hurt anyone again. I call Leo. His brother-in-law Frank is a litigator, the kind who eats people like Clara for breakfast. Frank takes the case, launches a lawsuit for everything. Property damage, emotional distress, punitive damages, the works. Meanwhile, I start digging into Clara's life, public records, social media, neighborhood gossip. Turns out, I'm not her first victim. Other neighbors come forward. She's harassed families, called CPS on kids, bullied everyone for years. Now the whole neighborhood rallies. I bring them to the HOA. With all the evidence, even the HOA turns on her. Fines, cease and desist, the works. Frank's discovery phase tears apart Clara's family trust. The legal fortress she thought would protect her house. Turns out she mixed personal assets with the trust. Big mistake. When we finally get to trial, Frank presents the mountain of evidence. The video, the extortion call, all the neighbor stories, even a forensic audio match between Clara's voice and the ransom call. Under cross, Clara melts down, says the quiet part out loud, her bigotry on full display. The jury comes back fast. $50,000 for my RV, $500,000 for emotional distress, and $2 million in punitive damages. They want to make an example out of her. But Clara tries to hide behind the family trust. Frank pierces it. The judge puts a lien on her house. I'm awarded the property at a sheriff's sale via an LLC Frank set up, clean, anonymous. She's evicted, 72 hours to get out. I watch as her son loads her life into a beat-up U-Haul. No friends, no neighbors to help. She's done. She hisses at me. Are you happy now? I just tell her, you did this to yourself. Every brick, every bar in your prison, you built it. I move my RV across the street, park it in the driveway that used to be hers. My old house. I'll rent it out to a nice, loud family with a basketball hoop. The war is over. Justice won, but it's not about gloating. It's about knowing you don't have to let bullies win. And if you've ever been pushed around by someone who thinks the rules don't apply to them, don't let it slide. Stand up. Fight smart. Because the law's got teeth, and sometimes, karma needs a little help. So, tell me, where do you stand? Have you ever faced down a nightmare neighbor, or been part of a neighborhood that finally said enough? Drop your story, share your thoughts. What's justice? What's too far? Because out here, it's not just about property lines, it's about drawing the line.